Hello everyone, Sensei John here with one of our home video training courses, and we're going to be working on Heain 1. Okay, Heain 1 means peaceful mind number 1, and today we're going to do a couple different versions that you'll be able to see, so you can see different variations and angles of the form. So we're just going to start with me facing you first. Heain 1. Heain 1.
Begin.
Heain 1. Heain 1.
Yeah.
All right, so now that you have a couple different angles of that form, let's break it down and talk about a few different things, okay? So in the beginning, we start with our feet together, eyes forward when we bow, left foot steps over, good punch down, makes that gi pop, all right? I'm always going to look with my head before changing direction. Never look with your eyes. I'm gonna turn your head, snap that head into position. My left foot comes feet together. Like I'm standing at the top of a triangle with my feet here. I'm gonna move my left foot down to the bottom left-hand corner of that triangle. So I'm stepping out on a 45-degree angle backwards. My body is in the center. My weight is 50-50. My left hand chambers to my ear. I snap my feet and then execute my block. Changing from one stance to the other, keeping my torso on that one plane. Now I C-step together. My feet come in a half circle motion towards one another. I push with my back leg. I pull with my front leg, and then push with my front leg. That becomes my back leg. And I execute my punch. From here, I look over my right shoulder. My right hand comes back to my ear. My left hand extends out. My right foot steps past my left foot in a straight line. I turn on the ball of my foot all the way around in a nice forward stance, pull back and block. My front foot does a half slide back on this line towards my left foot into a cat stance. My right hand pulls across my body towards my hip, up in front of my face, over my head. As it gets over my shoulder, I hammer fist down on the center line. I drop my heel. This becomes my back foot as I C-step forward and punch. I then turn my attention to the center line. I bring my left hand back to my right ear as my right hand goes out. My left foot C-steps backwards. The exact motion that got it here, I just rewind back to the same position. I then snap both feet, making my block. My left hand swings across my body in a knife hand rising block position, blocking high. Now I do 3 closed fist rising blocks on a 1, 2, 3 rhythm. 1, 2, 3, kia. Don't say kia, do it kia. I look over my right shoulder, my left hand goes to my right ear. This line that my feet are on is the line I'm going to step on. I'm stepping in a straight motion, not a circle. I'll come up short 99% of the time. I turn my feet and I step on that line. Boom, good forward stance. C-step forward. Punch. Handed punch comes back to the ear. I look over my right shoulder. My right foot steps past my left foot. Again, on that line. Turn and block. Step and punch. I look over my left shoulder back to the center line. My left hand comes back to my ear. Right hand extends. My left foot C-steps backwards, right back to where it was on the downward block. I snap my feet, making my block. I'm going to step forward and do 3 punches in that same rhythm of the 1, 2, 3, and then the kia. Ready? 1. I look over my right shoulder. My left hand goes to my right ear in a knife hand position. My right hand pulls underneath my elbow, palm down, knife hand. I'm going to turn on the ball of my right foot and bring my feet together. Knees are slightly bent. My right leg is going to take 70% of that weight. My left foot steps, pointing my toe into a back stance. Right hand pulls, palm up, center of my hand in the center of my chest. Left hand does a knife hand rising block. Fingertips are eye level. Palm is above my front foot. I then draw my attention to a 45-degree angle. I'm going to bring my right foot, feet together at the same time. My left foot is going to make a slight turn inside, heel in, so I can change my angle. Palm is down on the left hand, right hand is at the ear. My right foot steps out into a back stance. Knife hand chop. I look over my right shoulder. My right foot comes back. I turn on the ball of my left foot, coming back, feet together, just like I was after the kia going to that side. I'm now here. I repeat the same 2 motions. My right foot steps out, straight line, chop. I look slightly to the left on that 45-degree angle. I bring my left hand to my ear. I turn my right foot on that angle, back stance, pause, look center line. This is a good return. I'm going to twist my back foot. A lot of people don't do this. Twist my back foot. And then I stand up using my back leg to a good controlled return. And then bow. That's the end. Now, if I don't control that foot and I push off, I get that kind of sloppy return, opposed to having that controlled return. For any questions, let me know. A little more about doing that first step in our form, stepping back on that 45-degree angle. So you can see I'm standing on number 1, there's number 2. I lower my hips and I place that leg back onto that number, keeping that back leg straight, front knee bent, weight is in the center, 50-50, and then I just make that turn. Again, back leg straight, front knee bent, knee is over top of my ankle, weight is in the center. So this is after the first downward block and punch at the beginning of the form. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right hand back to my ear. My right foot is going to step back in a straight line towards that number 3 position, and then I'm going to make that turn to make the downward block and then into the hammer fist. So 1, 2, and 3. So this part is on the hammer fist. We're sliding our foot back into a cat stance. My hand swings across my body towards my opposite hip, up on my shoulder, around my head. My fist travels around my head and then down into the hammer fist. Now, when I say around my head, it's not going back behind my ear. It's just coming forearm over the head. My fist is going to travel to the back side and then down. Again. That's the hammer fist.